Hello, children. Welcome you all in the fourth topic. Did women have a revolution? In the previous video, we read about it that how France abolishes the monarch and becomes a republic. We have seen the struggle done by both men and women, but at last the suffrage is given to all men. What about the women? Why they were denied to be the part of political government, political activities, why they were not given the right to vote. We'll discuss in this topic. Now we'll start the topic. We have seen that from 1789 women were very actively participated in all the events to become successful events and to gain their independence. They were also equally participating in this all the events, and they were also equally participated for the demolishing of this monarchical governments. Why the government not given suffrage to women? We'll discuss. From the beginning, women were very active, participating in events and which brought about so many important changes in the French society. They hope that their involvement will pressurize the assembly, that they will also allow these women to be part of the political governments. But most women of third estate had to work for their living. They worked as a seamstress, laundress, sold flowers, fruits, vegetables at the market. They employed domestic servants in the house of prosperous people. Most women did not have access to education or job training. At that time, this education and training of job is given only to the well, or you can say the richer section of the society. Only the nobles or some of the middle prosperous people from the third estates, women were allowed to gain the educations, and they are able to do some of the small business. And the condition of this less prosperous women was same as they should have to work hard. They should have to look after their families. They should have to stand in queue for the bread. They should have to look after their children, and their wages also were not equal to men. These women also framed some of the famous clubs. Near about 60 women's clubs were there, where they were discussing about the policy and programs of government, where they were denying the women should not get any political rights. From that women's club, one of the famous women's club was the Society of Revolutionary, and the Republican Women was the most famous of them. One of their demand was that women enjoy the same political rights like men. Women were disappointed when the Constitution of 1791 only given right to vote to men, not to the women. They demanded the right to vote to the elected assembly and to hold the political offices. Only then they felt would their interests be represented in the new governments. Women were also willingly asking about that, as they equally participated in the events, so they were asking equal weightage, equal seat should be there in the assembly. They should also get right to be elected in the governments. Why not? When early years of revolutionary government, they did some of the work for the improvement of women. They introduced laws that helped to improve the life of women. They opened some schools, state schools, and made compulsory education for the girls. Fathers could no longer force the daughter for the marriages. Marriages was made into contract, enter into freely registered under the civil law. The divorce was made legal and could be applied by both man and woman. Women were now able to get the job training, and even though they are able to run some of the small business. Women struggled for their political rights. However, continued during the Reign of Terror. We read in the Jacobin club led by Robespierre, he was strictly not allowing the women to be part of politics. He said that women should not be the part of politics, they should have to be keep away from them, they should only look after the society. 1793, these women were criticized that women should not come out from their houses, they should only look after their family and the children, they don't have rights to be the part of political government activities, they should have to look after their family and household activities, not for their birth is not for the government activities. This during the region of terror, the new government issues law ordering the closure of women clubs. Clubs should not be there, banning the political activities done by the women. Many prominent women were arrested and number of them were executed. One example is there of Olympe de Gouges, 1748 to 1793. She worked a lot. She fought for the women's right. She wrote a letter and address to the Queen, Declaration of Rights. She was thinking that when the constitution was framing in 1791, might there will be a chance to get a place, equal place for the women too. But as she was, we read it in 1793 under the leadership of Robespierre. If somebody was criticizing the government, what was the punishment? Punishment was to execute. Same it happens with this lady. As she criticized the government, as she was not listening the order of Jacobin governments, so what happened with her? She was also executed and she was also hanged and guillotined. So we are able to see that if women were at that time, they were demanding for their political rights, so they were literally executed or boycotted by the society, that these women will not work, will not stay with the other women because they will spoil the other women too. Women's movement for voting rights, equal wages continued through the next 200 years into many countries of the world. The fight for vote they carried out throughout the international suffrage. Everywhere they were, whether they were criticized, whether they were abolished not to be part of political government, lot of foundation was there on the women's, but still they believe that someday will get the right to vote, and their revolution was continued, and that was continued in 1819 and early of 20th century. Their revolutions came to one end, successful and happy, and that suffrage right to vote is given to the women in the year 1946. Women in France won right to vote. All women were happy. All women were happy. Now the right to vote is given to every woman equal to men. Now when these women were also happy, French Revolution brought lot of changes in the life, everyday life of people. We'll look after this in the next topic. But when these people were happy that now we are under the republican form of government, we are very safe, we are now will work according to our representative which we only have elected, they will understand our problem. But these revolutionaries were also working like a social reformers. These Jacobin regimes was abolishing the slavery in the France colonies. The France people were there, the colonies in the Caribbean, these places, Martinique, Guadeloupe and the San Domingo, were the important suppliers of commodities such as tobacco, indigo, sugar and coffee. But the reluctant of Europeans, they don't wanted to go at these unfamiliar places, and there was the shortage of laborers, and these plantation owners wants the labor to complete the demand of Europe. Now to fulfill this demand of labor, slave, the triangular trade between Europe, Africa and America, the slave trade began in 17th century. The French merchants, they sailed from port of Bordeaux and Nantes to African coast, where they brought the slave from the local chieftain and banded, shackled, and tightly packed for the voyages of 3 months. These were crossing the Atlantic and they were dropped at the place of Caribbean. They were sold to the plantation workers. This was not the last pain. The plantation workers were torturing to these laborers a lot because they wanted to fulfill the demand of Europeans. As they were exploiting them, they were able to complete the demand of Europe's, that is of sugar, coffee and indigo. Port city like Bordeaux and Nantes was really prosperous. Economic development was there because they were doing it, purchasing the laborers at very cheap price and selling it to the plantation at the high prices, and because of that these places economic prosperity increased. Slave trade flourished. But in 18th century the slave trade this was criticized. The National Assembly held long debate about this, that the French colonies should get rights. We should have to pass law to save them. But they did not pass any law. Fear about the opposition of these business people, those who were getting income by this. However, successfully National Assembly Convention in 1794 and a legislative passed that labor should be free. Free all the slaves in the French overseas possessions. But that was only for a short period of time. As we read, when the Directory and Legislative Council were fighting with each other, the internal dispute was going on. Who entered in France? Who conquered the France? Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte was the one who reintroduced the slavery. Plantation owner understood their freedom as including the right to enslave African Negroes in pursuits of economic interest. But as we discussed, Napoleon Bonaparte was also not there. Napoleon Bonaparte was also not ruling at that place of France for a long period of time. 1815 in the War of Waterloo, he was defeated and his power was also reduced from that place. And finally in 1848 slavery was finally abolished in the France. Now when every problem was sought out, when we have seen how actively men, women, they got right to vote, suffrage, how slavery abolishes, then we will discuss about the sixth topic, the revolutions and everyday life. We have seen what was happened from the summer 1789. The people did a struggle. We have seen that the people, those who were struggling, like men, women, everyone's life changes. The revolutionary government took it upon themselves to pass the law would translate the idea of liberty, equality into everyday practices. We have seen what was the condition with the people after the storming of Bastille, that is in summer 1789, was abolishing the censorship. We have seen that how old regime, remember old regime before the period of 1789, written material and cultural activity like book, newspaper, plays could be published and performed only after they had been approved by the censor of the king. Declaration of right of man, citizens proclaimed freedom of speech, expression to be a natural rights. These all we have seen it. The idea of political philosophers that was spread through the play, song, festive procession that attracted a large number of peoples, because we know at that time very less people were literate and very less peoples were able to read the ideas which was published by the famous political philosophers. We have seen how this idea so fast it was spread to the countrysides, how the people started to oppose, how they have supported to the idea of French Revolution, and how successfully they established republic, democratic form of government with the help of some prosperous political philosophers. But a short I want to discuss with you in the concluding part of Napoleon Bonaparte. Napoleon Bonaparte crowned himself king of France. He set out to conquer. His dream was that not only up till the France. His dream was that the one day it will be there when I will conquer the whole Europe. And after France, he started to conquer the places, and which places he was conquering, he was keeping there one of the family member who will rule at that place. And one of the most important reason that these family members will not fight with each other, and his territory will expand. He was the one who introduced many such law for the protection of private property, uniform measures of weight, measures provided a decimal system. Initially, many saw Napoleon as a liberator who is going to bring the freedom for us, liberty for us. He was finally, but when he was working, finally he was defeated in the War of Waterloo. When he was defeated in 1815, the revolutionaries yet continue with the idea of liberties, modern law to other part of the European had an impact on people long after the Napoleon had left. The idea of liberty, democratic rights were the most important legacy of this French Revolution, which we discussed. The liberty, which is very important for the people. These spread from France to the other European country in the 19th century, where they abolished the feudal systems, where we have seen that the colonized people reworked the idea of freedom from the bondage into their movement to create a sovereign nation state. This is not only up till the France or till the Europe. The French Revolution, even though inspired in India, and two peoples, Tipu Sultan and the Raja Ram Mohan Roy, they individually inspired by the revolution and who responded to the idea coming from the revolutionary France. We have seen that the France, and in France this revolution affect politically, economically, socially, from all regards, whether it was affecting, whether it shown the economically decline, but the